I've got a problem. I've got a golf shoe problem, but my problem is, well, it's your good fortune, because if you're trying to figure out the best golf shoes on the market, well, I've reviewed over 40 of them. I've got a whole lot of golf shoes, and I'm gonna tell you my favorites today and help you figure out, regardless of what type of shoe you're looking for, which one is best for you. So if you're in the market for some new golf shoes, keep watching. Today's video is for you. Before we dive in, a couple quick caveats. There are hundreds of different pairs of golf shoes on the market. I'm one dude. I can only review so many, so if I missed one of your favorites, I'm sorry, but drop a comment, let me know what that is so I can make sure to review it in the future. 2, while I'm totally objective in my reviews, there are certain brands I think do a better job than others. So there might be some brands I mention more than once because I just think that they make great shoes for a variety of needs. We should also keep in mind, there is no one best golf shoe. There's no one best for everybody. Everybody is looking for a different type of shoe, for different type of feet, for different needs, at different budgets. So I'm gonna do my best to give a broad array of options, so no matter what you are looking for, there's a recommendation for you. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this thing. All right, let's just come out of the gate hot. What is my personal favorite golf shoe? Right now, it is this. This is the G4 G18, and it is awesome. It's not gonna be for everybody, but this is the shoe I'm wearing the most right now. It's incredibly comfortable, it's waterproof. For a spikeless shoe, traction is very good and it's very stable, and it's just been a joy to walk in. The style, not gonna be for everybody. Some people are gonna want spikes, some people aren't going to wanna spend the amount of money that this is. The retail price is $250, although there is a G4 coupon code that will knock 10% off of that. I will link to that below. But if you're looking for a unique shoe that's very comfortable and will perform as a great golf shoe, this is the one I'm currently loving the most. Hey, real quick, before we go too far into this, are you still not sure which shoe is right for you? Go take our 20-second quiz. You're gonna answer a few questions about what you are looking for, and I'm going to give you my best recommendation based on the golf shoe that I think is going to be the best fit for your needs. The link to that is below. You can go do that right now while you finish watching the rest of this video. I think it's gonna be super helpful. For our first real category, we're going with most comfortable, and this is fitting because both of the shoes I'm going to mention have previously been my favorite pairs of golf shoes. So I've worn both of these for dozens of rounds. And the most comfortable golf shoe, in my opinion, is this. This is the Echo Biome C4. As you can see, mine is very dirty, very well worn. I've had over 100 rounds in this, and I absolutely love this shoe. Even though it's been out for a few years now, I still think it is the best shoe that Echo makes. So if you're looking for a premium, high quality, extremely comfortable spikeless shoe, I would take a look at that. My alternative option for most comfortable is the G4 MG4 Plus. Prior to the G18 coming out, I wore this a ton last summer. It is still very comfortable, it's still waterproof, but I like the G18 just a little bit more personally because I like the styling more, but when it comes to comfort, these are right in line with that. All right, next up, we're talking best tour shoe. If you were looking for the ultimate in stability and traction, well, you gotta go with the classics, the Adidas Tour 360. You put these things on and they just feel like substantial golf shoes. And they are, like they're fairly heavy. They're not the most comfortable shoes. It's probably going to take you a few rounds to break them in, but as with any good tour shoe, that's going to be the case. But once you've broken these in, short of like a pair of squares, you are not going to find a more stable shoe, and that's why they've continued to be one of the most popular golf shoes on the market year after year. As an alternative tour shoe, this is kind of a unique pick because it doesn't have traditional spikes, but it's the FootJoy SLX Pro Carbon, and it is awesome. It feels more like a tour shoe. It feels like a spiked shoe, but in a good way. You have the traction. It's got this really unique outsole that they completely redesigned. They've used carbon fiber for added support, and being fully leather, it's fully waterproof. It just performs admirably. So if you're someone who likes the idea of a tour shoe, but you don't want to have to break it in and you want something a little more comfortable, I would definitely take a look at these. Next up is my favorite all-day golf shoe, and there's a variety of ones to choose from, and it's gonna kind of depend a little bit on your needs, so I've got a whole video about all-day golf shoes, so go take a look at that if that's what you're looking for. But the nod has to go to this. This is the True Linkswear FS02 Mixed Media, and the reason why I like these so much is because they're a little bit dressy. Not only are they surprisingly good on the golf course, but if you're going on a business trip and you're playing one round of golf, but you also need to go to some meetings or you need to go out to some nice dinners, this, especially in the black colorway, is something you can dress up and wear just about anywhere. So often when I go to, say, New York City, these are the shoes that I bring because I know I can wear them out around town and it's gonna be solid on the course as well. When it comes to all-day shoes, True really is the brand to go with, and so my alternative recommendation is the True Luxe Hybrid. This is going to be a better golf shoe. It's going to be a more robust shoe on the golf course, but it's going to be a lot more casual. So this is great if you want something you can take to the gym, wear around town, go out to the bars, but not necessarily do any formal settings. So if you need something more casual and less formal, that's the hybrid shoe I'd recommend. If you do decide to pick up a pair of True shoes, you can use the code BE15. It's gonna save you 15% on anything you buy, which is going to make some of the prices on those even more more palatable, so be sure to check that out. This also is a good time to mention, if you click any of the links below, if you use any of the coupon codes that I mentioned in here, I will get a commission, but I want to make it very clear, I don't care whether or not you buy any of these or not. My whole goal with this channel is to help you figure out what the right products for your needs are. So I don't care if you buy these or buy something else, I just want to help you out. So if that makes you uncomfortable, then don't use the codes, don't click the links. You can go to Google and you can find whatever you're looking for. So with that, let's get back to the video, and thanks for watching. And now with maybe the most controversial subject, the best looking shoe. Obviously, everybody's going to like different things, but what I think is the very best looking golf shoe on the market is the G4 Gallivanter, or the newer G4 Gallivanter G-Lock. The difference is the original Gallivanters have built-in spikes, the G-Lock has removable spikes. But I think this shoe is gorgeous. When I wear it, it gives me confidence. When I look down at my feet, I'm like, man, those look good. It's got a traditional pebble leathered upper, but on the bottom, it's a little bit more fashion forward, a little more unique, and I think it just hits that blend of modern and tradition perfectly. Not to mention, they're more comfortable than you'd think they would be and provide excellent stability and traction. So these are among my favorite golf shoes. As an alternative pick, I would check out the Nike Air Zoom Victory Tour. I think these are some of the best looking golf shoes that Nike has ever made. And if you don't necessarily like the traditional silhouette of the Gallivanters, these Nikes I think look great. Okay, now for those of you on a budget, the best golf shoe under $100, and in my opinion, this is probably the best value on this list, and that's the Adidas Tech Response 3.0. This is the newest version of the Tech Response shoe. It's only $70, and to find a spiked golf shoe from a big name brand for only $70, like, you're just not seeing that very often because brands and golf shoes and everything, the whole world is getting more and more expensive. So I think these represent an excellent value in the market. As an alternative, if you don't necessarily care about a spiked golf shoe under $100, I would check out the Nike Roshe G or the FootJoy Flex. Both of those are spikeless shoes, but are incredibly comfortable, and you can get them for under $100. All right, next up, the trendiest golf shoe on the market. So all of my fashion-forward friends, they all pretty much have this shoe, and that's this. This is the G4 Gallivanter. They basically took the Gallivanter silhouette we just talked about, and they paired it with the comfort of the spikeless MG4 Plus. So you get a more comfortable, modern take on this traditional golf shoe, which I know a lot of people love. They've got a lot of different colorways. They have a spiked version now. They have like little pops of color everywhere, and I think this shoe looks really good. As an alternative for best trendy shoe, we're sticking with G4, and that's going back to the G18. These are newer, they've got a fashion-forward look, and a lot of the most fashion-conscious people I know are also wearing these. I also recognize there's been a lot of G4 shoes in this video, but honestly, they're putting out some of the best golf shoes in the world right now. So that's why I keep bringing them up. Hey, real quick, are you watching this like months after I originally published this? Go check out a written review. I will link to that below. It's much easier for me to add new shoes to that than to go shoot a whole new video every time. So if you want to know my most up-to-date picks for my best golf shoes in between shooting these videos, that's where you're going to find it. Check out that link below. Next up, what's the best street style shoe? This has been a popular trend over the last 5+ years where big companies are taking their most popular street shoes, putting cleats on it, and calling them golf shoes. So what's the best iteration of that? Honestly, you probably got to go with the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low. They're one of the most popular shoes in the world for a reason, and on the golf course, they look just as good. They're not going to give you quite the traction or quite the stability of a dedicated golf shoe, but for a casual summer round, they will absolutely work, and you're going to get a lot of props for wearing them because let's face it, they just look cool. If Nike's not your thing, then my alternative is the Adidas Samba Golf. You've got another one of the most iconic shoes in footwear history, throw some golf cleats on it. Again, you're gonna get some props for that. So if you're more of an Adidas person than a Nike person, check out the Samba Golfs. All right, and our final category is who's making the most high-tech shoes? Who's putting the most technology into making the best performing, most comfortable shoes out there? And for that, you gotta go with Painter. If you've not heard of Painter, you will soon. Something I think is really cool is they basically said, you know what, we're gonna make good looking shoes, but we're gonna focus on performance. So many brands these days are going fashion first, and they're going function first. So they have a bunch of high-tech features like a special waterproof membrane, a nitrogen footbed. They've added all these performance elements to their shoes to make your swing more stable, to make walking more comfortable, and to ultimately help you perform at a higher level. It's interesting, a lot of their shoes look very similar, which I think is really smart for a small company. You're not spending a whole bunch of extra time and resources and money to develop entirely new looking shoes. They each look pretty similar, but then they've just evolved it to appeal to a slightly different person and slightly different needs. So this is one of their spikeless models, the X005. I think the 003s represent one of the best values in golf, and any of their spiked models are on par with the best spike tour shoes out there. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit different from what everyone else has, that's going to perform at the highest level and give you a variety of options at a variety of price points, definitely take a look at Painter. I've been super impressed with all the products of theirs I've reviewed. So there you go. Those are my favorite golf shoes on the market right now that cover a broad swath of different styles of shoes. What did I miss? What do you love? What should I go review in the future? Drop a comment, let me know below. And with that, my name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking 80, where we talk about cool golf products and cool golf reviews. Remember, if you're still not sure which shoe is right for you, we've got that quiz. It's gonna take you like 20 or 30 seconds to fill out, and I'm gonna give you my best recommendation for the shoe that's the best fit for your needs. So go take a look at that below, and I will see you on the next video.